So, hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming, here with an incredibly special The Hunter Call of the Wild video. Now, I did say that I was going to continue grinding Tahr until at least the 10 update, which should be coming soon. We don't know exactly when that's going to be happening, but I did say I was going to carry on grinding Tahr, and that's exactly what I've been doing. And last night I was grinding for about 12 to 13 hours. And as you will have seen from my community posts, if you saw them, it was a very, very special night. And it all kicked off with this guy. Look at that. That is a Fabled Snow Great One Tahr. That is one of the 4 furs I didn't have, and he is absolutely freaking stunning. What an animal. And he came and he stood in front of my tripod in this just such a majestic pose, with his chest all puffed out and you can really see that mane. He's incredible looking. So this particular setup, I actually have to crawl to my tripod because normally the wind is bad or they're quite often near the tripod. And I was crawling to the tripod and I could see something white. And in this zone earlier, there had been a couple of rares. I ended up with a good-sized dark brown when I started the grind for the day. Later on, I had just a small level 2 white fur type that spawned. And I thought, because I could just see the back of this guy, that he might be another albino or another white fur type. And then I bring up the binos and I can see the black speckles and the black face, and I was like, oh my god, that is a Fabled Snow. He is just magnificent. And look, with the sun, actually, it came up there while he was stood in this pose and just shone on him, and you can see those green eyes. What a just incredibly majestic and stunning animal. I mean, just wow. Wow, wow, wow. I was losing my mind. Like, I have my Tahr at a really good place now. I only grind, it's between 6 and 7 zones, because sometimes, animals don't show up and stuff to their zones. But it's a really refined grind. I don't shoot many animals. I get a lot of diamonds. I've worked super hard. I think, looking at my, harvest total when I go to my codex, that I'm well over 10,000 Tahr harvests, because I know I was roughly about 10,000 short of what I am now when I really started this grind. So I'm somewhere over 10,000 total Tahr harvests. This is not a grind that I've, just put a few hours in. There are hundreds of hours of work, thousands and thousands of kills to get my Tahr herd managed like they are and going as smoothly as they are. It's been so much work, but the rewards are just so worth it. I mean, look at this. Look at this king of the mountain stood here. Just, wow. And then we had, the clouds come rolling by. Just look at him stood surveying his domain. What a creature. I was absolutely loving this. Let me tell you, I was having just the best time taking these kind of pictures. These kind of scenic pictures, I absolutely love. One of these is now my new desktop background, because he just looks like a king stood there, looking over his territory. That is, to me, is just one of the most majestic things I've ever seen in this game. He is absolutely incredible. And when I spotted him, it was really late at night, because I am awake at night. That's when I'm awake and doing my grinding and stuff. And so everyone in the house was asleep. And I saw this guy, and I literally clamped my hand to my mouth to stop myself from screaming, because when I saw this guy, I just went into full panic mode, because it's a new fur. It's finally not another duplicate, and he is just, look at that mane. And the way you've got the white fur, and then, the black fur underneath, and the way, then it comes to the head, and, the shorter fur around the head is all black, and then you've got that white stripe down the forehead. The design of this guy, the artists for this game need so much praise. They need all of the praise, all of it, for their Great One Tahr designs, because, oh my god, for just someone like me who loves getting to film and photograph special animals in games like this, they're right up there, like I said, with Moose as being my favourite Great One. I absolutely love these things. And I know when people heard that, you know, Tahr were going to be the Great One, there were so many people that were disappointed, but how could you be disappointed by this? Look at him stood there. Just so regal. That is just so unbelievably stunning. I was having so much fun filming this guy. I mean, he is absolutely stunning. Now, this is going to be sort of a part 1 to the story of what happened last night. Because, as you may know if you saw my community posts, there wasn't just one Great One Tahr that ended up showing up last night. After this guy spawned, and after we harvested him, I carried on grinding, and a second Great One Tahr ended up showing up at about 4 o'clock in the morning. And they're both just such incredibly special animals that they both deserve their own videos. So this is going to be the Fabled Snows video, and then tomorrow you'll get to see the second Great One that spawned like several hours after this guy, after I continued grinding. But it was so cool to actually see him at one point. He did spook, and then he came back, and as he came back it was snowing. And then eventually, you know, reset and everything, and he was back in his zone, and you can see all of the snow on the ground here. And I was like, okay, it's time to take him. But we're not going to take him with a rifle. We are going to take this guy with the winter camo crossbow, which I have used the crossbow on a Great One before. I used it on a Great One fallow deer, and I am okay with the crossbow, but I was very, very nervous. I went and did several practice shots because, like I said, I'm pretty okay with it. I trust it decently, but I wanted to make sure that I was on with my shots before I did any kind of shot at this guy. So I went and shot quite a few Barasinger, and all of those shots went to plan. I did a few practice runs on Tahr, and everything was fine. So we're going to take this guy. And as you will see, that absolutely dropped him. And then we run over, we see the vital blood, you can see the bolt in his shoulder there, and I was like, okay, that looks all good to me. And it's actually like the bolt is in like one of the black spots on his shoulder there, which just looks insane. And then look at what happens. As I am about to harvest him, it starts to snow again. Like, this was honestly one of the most like magical hunts I've ever had. This was so incredible to have a Fabled Snow, get to shoot him in the snow, and then for it to actually start, you know, coming down with snow again after I shot him was insane. And look at these sort of emerald green eyes. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And that delicate white stripe down the forehead. I mean, just everything about this was so beautiful and so stunning. And this is why I do it. You know, I actually had someone ask me on one of my last videos where I got a Great One, you know, how is this fun? Well, for me, I'm doing 12 to 15 hours a day, most days at the minute. You know, obviously there's the odd day where I can't do that because of, you know, real life things or whatever. But it is, I'd say 99% of days, I'm doing 12 to 15 hours a day of grinding for these creatures, for these moments. It's not just about the kill and the harvest and everything, it's these moments. And we pick him up, we get to hear that music, and it's all good. We've got the medal, it was a good shot, nothing messed up. I managed to, you know, secure the Great One, which, like I said, I was pretty okay with the crossbow. I trusted it a decent amount, but I was still just so nervous about that shot. I was so nervous. And even when I saw the vital blood on the ground, I was still nervous that somehow something would have gone wrong and I would have made a bad shot. My heart was in my mouth, honestly. I was so scared that I was going to mess him up, but I wanted to do something different, and I felt like taking this guy with the crossbow in the snow, it was just perfect. I mean, just what a moment. That's the thing. These grinds for me aren't just about, like I said, that the harvest itself. It's about the experience, the moment where you see that animal and you just scream or panic or whatever, you know, your reaction is. For me, it was nearly screaming when I saw this guy. And then getting to see him walking around and just so majestic, and getting to appreciate what a beautiful animal this is. It's the moment. I've always said this about Great Ones. It's the whole experience for me. It's the whole moment in time where this animal, this incredible and rare animal, is on your map and you get to appreciate it, and then you have that pressure of trying to make a good shot, and it's so intense. And for me, this was so incredibly intense, and I was in call with my fiance, and I was saying, I'm so scared, I'm gonna mess this up. You know, it's a weapon that I don't use a lot, and actually, after using the crossbow for this guy, I want to use the crossbow more. I'm thinking I might start taking it, like, into multiplayer and stuff when I go looking for other trophies, because I actually really enjoyed using it last night on the Barasinger that I shot with it, and the other couple of Tahr that I shot with it as practice shots. It was really fun to use, and actually taking this guy down with it, I really enjoyed it. And I knew I liked the crossbow from when I shot the one Great One Fallow with it, but it's just a weapon that I don't normally use. But I'm thinking I might start carrying it more and use it on some more trophies, because this was so fun. So fun, and just the relief of getting into the harvest screen, seeing the medal pop up, because like I said, I'm always frightened that I'm going to open the harvest screen and it's going to say gold, and I would be so heartbroken. That is like literally one of my worst nightmares, is to mess up a Great One or a super rare in this game. So honestly, I'm so relieved. This was just such an amazing experience. It really truly was, and I had no idea that the night was going to get even more insane after this. Like, I obviously, I talked to everyone in, like, the Discord and stuff and said, we've got a Fabled Snow's just spawned, and we're going to take him down, and I was talking to Flinter saying, shall I use, you know, what should I use, and we were talking about what weapon I should use, and then I said about, like, the crossbow, and we decided on the winter camo crossbow, and it was just insane. And then once I harvested this guy, I said, well, I may as well keep on grinding. Like I said, I will keep on grinding until whenever this tent change comes into effect, and then I'll move on to something else. Because I really would like to get the Fabled Scars, because I really like that. I love how gnarly that fur looks. It's just an incredible looking sort of old warrior avatar. So I'd really like to get that one, but there was 4 furs in total that I didn't have. The Scars, the Latte, the Snow, and the Grey. And all of them are furs that I love. So I saw this guy, and I was just absolutely in awe. And then got to harvest him, and I was like, right, we'll continue grinding, and then things only got more insane a few hours later. But like I said, that's going to be tomorrow's video. So like I said, this is almost like a part 1 to what happened last night, and I'm recording this now. I'm like, I'm a bit shaky about it and a bit like emotional. I know that sounds stupid probably to a lot of people, but I put in so much work. I am disabled. This game is the thing that I focus on to give me something to not focus on a lot of the stuff that happens in my real life, because that side of things is not great, if I'm honest. And I come to this game looking for these trophies as sort of an escape. I get to, you know, come and play this game and work hard for things, and then rewards like this crop up, and I get to appreciate it and enjoy it and just love the experience, and then I get to share it, which I'm so privileged and grateful that I get to record these moments and share them with all of you who are, you know, watching the channel. That's a huge part of it for me, getting to share those experiences, because I'm a very nervous person, and I'm always nervous when it comes to, you know, talking with people and stuff, but getting to talk with all of you about a very, very shared passion and shared interest, it is fantastic for me. So there's so many elements. It's not just going out and grinding and shooting a great one. There's so much more. There's so many more layers to these experiences for me personally. And I cannot wait to put this video out today, because this is genuinely one of my favourite hunts I have ever had. The Fabled Snow in the Himalayas, in the snow, with the Arctic crossbow. What an amazing experience. But that is going to be it for this video. So thank you so very much for watching, and for all of your support as always. You are all just so amazing and kind, and I really do appreciate all of your support and positivity and comments, and I love hearing about all your trophies and how your grinds are going. So please do let me know, and, you know, tell me if you get anything cool. I love hearing about it. But that is going to be it for this one. So I'll see you tomorrow in the second Great One video from last night. So part 2 of this, basically. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it. So thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you.